Hi everyone! I'm so glad you're here today. I'll share practical tips for a sparkling fresh bathroom. Have you ever noticed that no matter how often you clean your bathroom, just doesn't feel completely fresh? That's because hidden buildup and overlooked spots silently collect grime odors and mineral deposits, making cleaning feel endless. In this video, I'm sharing my personal tried and true bathroom cleaning tips. These aren't just quick fixes. They are practical methods I've used myself and can confidently say really work. Over the years, I've discovered small habits and simple tools that make the difference between a bathroom that looks clean and one that truly feels fresh, bright, and inviting. Go with me, watch closely, and you'll learn how to save time, reduce stress, and keep your space sparkling effortlessly. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss these helpful cleaning hacks. Right now, we're starting with the shower floor, the spot that gets dirty fastest. Let's dive into my favorite trick to keep it safe, shiny, and fresh. I'll keep the simple shower floors get dirty fast, and the key to staying ahead of it is choosing the right method for different types of flooring. Shower floors attract a surprising amount of buildup. The mix of pink bacteria soap residue and that invisible film from body wash can make the surface not only unpleasant, but dangerously slippery. For years, I thought scrubbing harder was the only way. But everything changed when I discovered how well 12% hydrogen peroxide reacts with grime. The moment it touches organic buildup, it starts to foam like it's doing the dirty work for you. I love watching it. It's oddly satisfying knowing the chemical action is loosening what my hands used to struggle with. If your shower floor has deep grooves, don't punish your knees by bending over. A long-handled scrub brush is worth every cent. It lets the peroxide sit in the grooves and gives you enough pressure to scrub without straining your back. I started using one after a long week left me exhausted, and it has become my non-negotiable tool. For textured, anti-slip floors, peroxide becomes even more helpful. I spray it generously, leave it for about 20 minutes, then scrub diagonally with a stiff brush. The diagonal motion helps reach the tiny pockets where dirt and oil settle. Many families choose this type of flooring for safety, but the texture collects grime faster. After 1 or 2 peroxide cleanings, the surface looks brighter, and that persistent damp smell disappears. It's one of those little victories that makes the whole bathroom feel fresher. And don't forget to come back tomorrow. I'll be sharing simple daily habits that keep your cooking space spotless and easy to manage. It's a truly practical video you won't want to miss, especially if you love a stress-free kitchen. Now that we've tackled the shower floor, let's move on to another spot that often hides stubborn odors, the toilet. Next, let's explore the overlooked toilet spots. I'll be direct if your toilet still smells off, no matter how much you clean. The real issue is usually hiding in places we rarely check. I want to share the small but powerful steps that helped me finally eliminate those stubborn, mysterious odors. Most people clean the toilet bowl and the outer surface, but the real culprit often sits under the seat hinges. If your toilet seat can be removed, take advantage of it. Lifting it off exposes the hinge area, a spot many overlook, yet it's where tiny splashes of urine can dry and settle. I used to wonder why my bathroom never smelled completely fresh, and the answer was right under those hinges. Once I learned, this cleaning became so much easier and far more effective. For tools, I rely on a flathead, interchangeable brush because it slides into tight corners better than a round brush. Paired with a strong disinfectant like Scentiva, it cuts through buildup quickly without leaving streaks. I spray generously, let it sit for a short moment, then wipe everything down, paying special attention to the small creases around the seat's attachment points. Another area we tend to forget is the space behind the toilet, especially the lower back portion near the wall. This spot quietly collects dust moisture and tiny droplets that fall every time the toilet flushes. The grime builds slowly, so it's easy to ignore, but once you wipe it, the difference in smell is immediate. I treat this area as part of my weekly routine now. If you have a wall-mounted toilet, be sure to look underneath the flush tank. It's shocking how thick the dust can get there, especially in homes with poor ventilation. I once helped a friend clean her bathroom, and when we wiped under her flush panel, the cloth turned gray instantly. She said she had never even realized that area needed cleaning. And here's a real example that changed the way I clean. One day, I unscrewed the little caps that cover the toilet seat bolts. Underneath, I found a thin layer of yellowish dust, dried residue from evaporated urine. It explained the persistent odor I could never pinpoint. After removing it, the bathroom finally smelled clean in a lasting way. With the toilet smelling fresh, it's time to shift our attention to the shower walls and grout. These surfaces can silently dull a bathroom's look, but a few smart techniques bring them back to life. Now we're moving on to restored the shower walls and grout. Shower walls and grout can dull the look of a bathroom faster than anything else. When soap scum clouds the tiles and moisture turns the grout dark, the whole space feels older and harder to keep fresh. I used to think it was simply part of having a bathroom, but it wasn't. I just needed the right method. What helped me most was a simple mixture of vinegar and Dawn in a 1-to-1 ratio. It cuts through cloudy buildup far better than I expected. I spray it on the tiles and let it sit for a few minutes. The first time I tried it, I honestly felt a little embarrassed. Years of faint soap film disappeared so easily. For scrubbing, a triangle head brush is my favorite because it reaches corners and edges that flat brushes always miss. If you have textured tiles, the method stays gentle but effective. Spray the mixture, then use a soft brush in circular motions. The circles help lift residue from the tiny bumps, and it also prevents you from scrubbing too harshly. I used to think rougher scrubbing meant better results, but it only tired me out. This circular method is both easier and cleaner. For grout that has turned deeply black from moisture oxygen, Clean Paste is a game changer. I apply it thickly and cover it with a damp cloth to keep it from drying out. That little moisture seal makes the product work deeper. After about 30 minutes, I scrub the lines, and every time I'm amazed at how much dirt lifts away. It's oddly satisfying watching the original grout color come back. A lot of families don't realize that their grout is supposed to be bright. Once the mold layer is gone, the white underneath looks new again. I remember helping my sister clean her shower, and she was shocked. She thought the grout had permanently stained over the years. But no, it was just hiding under the dark patches. These small adjustments changed how clean and airy my bathroom feels. When the walls shine and the grout looks refreshed, the whole space seems bigger and brighter. Once the walls and grout are sparkling, the next step is the bathtub. Up next is way to clean a cloudy bathtub. I'll share tips for removing body oil, shampoo residue, and water stains so your tub looks sparkling and inviting. A bathtub may look clean from a distance, but its surface holds onto far more buildup than we realize. Body oils, shampoo residue, and dried water droplets slowly create a cloudy film that makes the tub look tired even when you feel like you've been keeping up with the chores. One thing that changed everything for me was switching to gentler but more effective cleaners. Cif has become a staple in my cabinet because it doesn't overwhelm me with strong fumes, especially on days when I'm already tired. For tougher, greasy residue, especially that stubborn ring around the waterline, Dawn Power Wash works wonders. It breaks down oily buildup so quickly that scrubbing becomes more of a light polish than a workout. I spray it on, wait a few minutes, and it lifts so much grime on its own that cleaning feels almost effortless. Reaching the curved sides of a bathtub used to strain my arms and back, so I finally invested in a long-handled sponge. It sounds simple, but it completely changed my cleaning routine. I no longer lean awkwardly over the tub or balance on my toes trying to reach the far end. With a long handle, The pressure stays even, and the cleaning becomes smoother. I always tell my friends, if your tub has wide curves, this tool is worth every bit. For tubs with mild yellowing something, many older homes struggle with baking soda, and vinegar are my secret duo. I sprinkle baking soda wherever the stains appear, then mist vinegar until it starts to foam. That bubbling action feels like magic. It loosens the grime so well that a quick scrub brings back the brightness. It's refreshing to see the original white surface peek through again. In homes where the bathtub is rarely used, there's often a thin gray layer of dust mixed with old soap residue. I've seen this many times. After letting a cleaner sit for about 10 minutes, the film wipes away with almost no effort, revealing a surprisingly glossy surface underneath. It feels like giving the bathroom a breath of fresh air. While the tub shines, don't forget about hard water stains. They creep up quietly on faucets and glass surfaces. Now let's focus on make hard water stains disappear. Even small mineral deposits on faucets and shower glass can dull your bathroom, but these methods restore their shine. Hard water stains are one of those things that sneak up quietly. You might glance at your faucet or shower glass and think, it's just a little residue. But over time, those white mineral deposits become stubborn rings and cloudy spots that make even a sparkling bathroom look dull. One tool that changed everything for me is $9,000 steel wool. It's soft enough to avoid scratching delicate metals and glass, yet strong enough to lift off calcium and lime buildup that soap or vinegar alone can't tackle. I always start with the faucet base, where minerals love to cling. Using a small brush first to loosen the stubborn debris around the edges makes the steel wool step much easier. I've found that approaching it in stages base, first, then the nozzle prevents over-scrubbing in one spot and keeps everything shiny. When it comes to glass surfaces, especially older shower doors or panels that have accumulated years of water stains, I like to divide the glass into small sections. Focusing on one square at a time helps control how much pressure I apply, and it prevents me from missing corners or unevenly polishing areas. Once the stains are lifted, I finish with a product like BioClean to give that final streak-free gleam. The difference is remarkable. It feels almost like the glass is breathing again, and the whole bathroom instantly feels fresher. I remember one particular weekend when I tackled our kitchen faucet and shower glass. The mineral buildup at the base of the tap was so thick that water didn't flow evenly. After carefully using steel wool and a small brush, the white rings disappeared completely, and the water spray returned to a strong, even stream. It was a small victory, but the satisfaction of seeing that transformation combined with the fresh smell from my BioClean finish reminded me why a little consistent effort goes a long way. Now, instead of ignoring those faint white lines, I make it a habit to check and maintain the faucets weekly. It keeps the bathroom looking cared for and prevents the hard water stains from ever becoming a bigger problem. Now that our fixtures sparkle, it's time to address another hidden culprit drains. Next, we're tackling eliminate drain odors permanently. Drain care is one of those bathroom chores that most people overlook, yet it's often the source of that mysterious, lingering smell you can't quite place. Over time, hair leftover shampoo and soap residue build up into a slimy layer inside the pipes. Even if everything else in the bathroom is sparkling, that faint, unpleasant odor can make the whole space feel less fresh. I've learned that dealing with drains regularly not only keeps smells away, but also prevents clogs that could turn into bigger headaches. One simple trick I swear by is using a hair catcher over the drain. It sounds small, but it's incredibly effective. I've seen it stop around 70–80% of hair from going down the pipes, which dramatically reduces buildup. It's amazing how much difference this tiny step makes. On top of that, pouring hot water around 40 to 60 degrees down the drain once a week helps dissolve and wash away oils from shampoos and conditioners that cling to the pipe walls. It's such an easy habit, yet it keeps the bathroom feeling fresh and prevents that slow, invisible accumulation that eventually causes problems. For drains that already have a stronger odor, I rely on a simple natural reaction: half a cup of baking soda followed by a cup of vinegar. I pour it down, let it fizz, and sit for about 10 minutes and then rinse with warm water. The foaming action lifts the grime and neutralizes the smell. I remember one weekend when I tackled the main shower drain, which had a grayish, slimy buildup from all the hair treatments my family uses. After a single treatment with an enzyme cleaner and this baking soda vinegar method, the odor almost completely disappeared. Not only did the bathroom smell better, but the water also drained faster, reminding me how little consistent care can make a big difference. Keeping drains clean might seem like a small detail, but it's these small, regular efforts that maintain a truly fresh, inviting bathroom. Now, I never ignore that faint hint of smell. I treat it weekly, and the difference is both visible and tangible. Speaking of overlooked details, handles, hooks, and towel bars quietly gather grime and germs. Cleaning these regularly keeps the entire space feeling fresh and inviting. Now it's time for clean handles, hooks, and towel bars. I've realized over the years that the little things in a bathroom, like towel bars, hooks, and door handles, can silently collect grime and germs. At first glance, everything may look fine, but those invisible layers of oil from our hands, soap splashes, and lingering moisture create a subtle haze. Not only does it dull the shine of the fixtures, but it's also a breeding ground for bacteria. Taking the time to clean these spots properly has made my bathroom feel fresher and more inviting than any quick wipe down ever could. My go-to tools are simple but effective: a soft microfiber cloth, an old toothbrush, and a mild disinfectant spray. I always start from the inside and work outward, cleaning the door handles first, then the hooks, towel bars, and finally, the edges around screws and fittings. The microfiber cloth picks up tiny particles while the toothbrush reaches into crevices that often go unnoticed. I remember one week noticing a subtle black stain on the towel bar near the wall. At first, I thought it was just a shadow, but after a proper cleaning, I realized it was mild corrosion caused by trapped moisture. A little baking soda on a dry toothbrush did the trick to gently scrub it away without scratching the metal. It's funny how such a small routine can make such a noticeable difference. After wiping and scrubbing the fixtures, feel smooth gleam under the bathroom lights, and there's a subtle freshness that seems to lift the whole space. For families with kids or frequent guests, these spots can get messy faster than expected, so keeping a weekly ritual for hardware cleaning prevents buildup before it becomes visible or smelly. Honestly, I've found that the effort pays off in comfort, hygiene, and even peace of mind, because a clean touch point means a cleaner bathroom overall. These small habits have become my secret to a sparkling, inviting bathroom. It's not about spending hours scrubbing, but about being consistent and mindful of the little details that are easy to forget. The result is not just cleanliness, it's a sense of calm and satisfaction every time I step into my space. Finally, we have dust-hidden bathroom corners. Dust, stray hair, and invisible residue accumulate in tricky spots, so let's see how to clean these overlooked areas effectively. I always tell myself, the little things make a big difference, especially when it comes to dusting a bathroom. At first glance, everything may seem spotless, but bathrooms are sneaky. The humidity combined with bottles of shampoo, hair dryers, and towels makes dust stick to surfaces, often mixed with stray hair hairspray or even invisible soap residue. Over time, it forms a thin, stubborn layer that you barely notice until you clean it properly. I've learned that the secret is working from top to bottom. Dusting the ceiling, the vents, or the top of cabinets first means that particles naturally fall and you avoid having to go over the same spots repeatedly. My favorite tools are simple, yet incredibly effective. A Swiffer with a 6-foot extender reaches high spots that are easy to ignore: the fan cover, the top edges of doors, and the tops of shelves. For grooves and corners along the walls or under cabinets, a damp sponge hugs the surfaces and picks up dust and hair effortlessly. I always keep one just for these tricky spots because it's easy to rinse and reuse. I remember one morning after dusting the vent above the shower and the curtain rod, I was shocked to see a layer of gray dust on my sponge. It had been sitting there for weeks without me noticing. Small things like the top of the water heater or an old exhaust fan can collect surprising amounts of debris. Beyond the bathroom, these techniques work wonders in other hidden spots around the house. Air vent slots in the kitchen, the narrow spaces in your range hood, and even along the edges of a washing machine can gather dust and grime over time. Taking a few minutes to dust these areas not only keeps the room looking cleaner, but also makes the air feel fresher. Over time, this simple routine becomes a satisfying ritual, each swipe revealing evidence of how much dust silently accumulates. It's a reminder that a clean home isn't just about visible surfaces, it's about caring for every corner, even the ones we often overlook. And there you have it, a full guide to keeping your bathroom sparkling fresh and inviting without spending hours scrubbing. From shower floors to hidden corners, every tip I shared today helps tackle the buildup odors and stubborn grime that sneak up in ways we often overlook. If you've ever wished your bathroom felt effortlessly clean, I encourage you to try these techniques for yourself. Consistency, with small habits like cleaning drains, dusting vents, and wiping hardware, truly transforms the space into a fresher, more comfortable environment. And before you go, I have another video you'll love. It's packed with practical tips that make kitchen cleaning easy and stress-free. You really don't want to miss it, as it contains life-changing strategies for a more organized home. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. Share these tips with friends and family. Anyone can benefit from smarter, easier cleaning habits, and everyone deserves a bathroom that feels welcoming and fresh every day.